Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is Young and the Restless edition. Today is Tuesday, November the 22nd, 2022. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this one, what do you think, Nisha? 7? It was 7. It was solid. All right, we go start right off. I'm not going to hold you long. I know it's late. We see Daniel and Lily. Okay, first of all, cute. But we see them together and they're just catching up. She's asking him about Heather and Lucy. And is Daniel still with his family? I mean, it seemed like he was walking around. Okay, we gonna see what happens. But so then she starts talking about, her and Billy being together. He said, yeah, I saw that. And she was like, it was great when they first got together. And did you all notice Lily was speaking in past tense? Well, anyways, he said, yeah, it was great until it wasn't. And she was like, what is that supposed to mean? And he was like, I'm just saying, I saw how y'all lost Chance Come, and Billy printed that article about Ashlyn Locke and everything. And she's trying to defend Billy because if there's nothing else Lily's gonna do, even if Billy is messing up, she's still gonna try to defend him. So they're catching up. They're having a really nice time, having their martinis and everything and just drinking. And so then we see Billy with Chelsea. And so she's talking to him and telling him everything went really great with Connor. It was better than she expected. And he says that he makes a remark that I'm sure it was tough with Adam. And, she said, actually, Adam was great. He let Connor know it wasn't his fault. And that, I had been going through plans, so don't blame himself. And Billy has such resentment for Adam that honestly he's not like, when it comes to Adam, he should especially Adam and Chelsea have a child together. So the thought of him thinking that Adam would really um be a detriment in that time for Connor, uh, I know why. I understand Billy has resentment towards Adam, but sometimes you got to hold it in and just keep your mouth shut. Honestly, I don't know. Billy's starting to work my nerves. To be quite honest with you, he's starting to work my nerves. But I know y'all love you some Billy, so let's move on, y'all. So, anyways, Billy comes over to Society, comes back for dinner, and Lily is there and she is enjoying herself with Daniel, y'all. And so Billy shows up and he was like, hi, and they greet and all that. So then Daniel had told Lily earlier that he's working on this plan because he's an artist and he's a successful one. And he's thinking about going in a certain direction. And he said, I would love to run it by you and just catch up later. And Billy was like, yeah, sounds good. And I said, Billy, he was talking to Lily, he wasn't talking to you, but he did tell them both he would love to meet up with them both and go over it. And Lily was like, yeah, I'll have my assistant set up some times for you. And so then he leaves, right? Did y'all see the way Lily was looking? Billy talking about, oh, it's a steak for me. Baby, Lily didn't hear nothing you said, Billy, because she was looking after Daniel. I said, Lily. Honestly, Billy and Lily don't match. They do not match. I don't know why they're together. Maybe it was good at the beginning, but it is not good now. So then, child, we go to Adam and Sally. So he's still over here trying to propose to Sally with his drunk self. I love me some Adam, but baby, Adam is his own worst enemy. So he's still trying to propose to her and he's all drunk. And she's like, Adam, please. He was like, I love you and I want to be with you. We're magic and you know it. And the look in your eyes, you're not opposed to it. You just wanted to know if I knew that I was drunk. And so I want to be with you. Come on, let's do this. Let's be together, girl. And she says, no. Like, I sure don't want to be proposed to a man that's half drunk in the middle of the restaurant. You don't even have a ring, sir. What are you doing? What are you doing? And so then Sally is like, I can't do this tonight. So she's about to try to leave. And Adam grabs her. And that's when Nick come in. Because, he been watching this whole time. He said, Adam, leave her alone. Don't grab her like that. And, Nick says, don't grab her like that. Sorry, sinus. And Adam says, mind your business. I'm having a conversation with Sally and it just kills you. And Sally said, do I have a say in this? Adam, I don't have time for this. And so she leaves. And Nick is like, stop, you do better. So then we see Sally and Nick go back to her place and she hugs him and she just tells him, this is so good for me. Like, Adam is making Nick look good. Like Nick's not even having to try hard at this point. Adam is just walking Sally right over to Nick because he doesn't come with all this drama. He doesn't come with all this emotional and mental baggage and abuse that Adam comes with. And I say that now, and it didn't showed up even more so later on. But he comes with like it's a fresh opportunity. Everything is fun. Everything is light. Everything is new and fresh, and it's not all this baggage. And Nick is not trying to manipulate her, and he hasn't hurt her, so she could be. It's nice. But anyways, child, so they end up leaving and he tells her, I'm gonna go home, but I'm gonna be thinking about you. And she said, I'm gonna be thinking about you too. Y'all know I love me some Sally and Nick. I did love me some Sally and Adam, but he hurt my girl. Like he hurt her bad. I still like Adam, but he did Sally wrong. So I'm over those two, honestly. And to be quite honest with you, even this is feeling like it's dragging out a little bit because Sally and Adam had broke up how long ago? I mean, for in the soap land, that was a long time ago. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's move on. So then Sally is trying to get comfortable for the night. She'll put on her robe and everything. Girl, I love me a robe, especially like that. I got a gold one like that. Oh my gosh, y'all, I need to buy me a few more. Anyways, it's not about me. So Sally trying to get comfortable. You know how you trying to do when you had a night and she also Sally told Nick about Adam proposing, and he was like, "You see that he just is just trying to break us up. Like that's the only thing he's trying to do. He's just trying to break us up." And she says, "Yeah, I see it." And so he tries. So that moving on from there, Sally is trying to get comfortable, and then she goes to her door because somebody knocking. And I said, "I know this ain't Adam. I know this is not Adam, and it is Adam." And she's like, "Adam, what are you doing at this point? This is just abusive." And he says he's there because he wants her to know that he does care for her and he wants to be with her. And that and she says, "You're drunk." He said, "I know I'm drunk, but that doesn't mean what I'm saying isn't true." Mama, give me the remote so I can turn this down. He said, "What I'm saying that doesn't mean it isn't true, and you just wanted me to know that I was drunk just so you could be like, okay, you don't know what you're saying, but I do know what I'm saying. I want to be with you." And Adam was talking good. He had a Sally getting all emotional, a few tears dropping, and all that, and then he went and said, "Nick is using you." He said Nick is using you. He don't want you like that. You're just a replacement for Sharon until he finds someone else. It's just about sex and all that kind of stuff. I said, "Adam, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And Sally was like, "Do you understand how horrible that is? What you just said?" And he was like, "No, I'm just trying." And she was like, "No, that's not flattering. That doesn't make me want to be with you." And oh my gosh, he was just going on and on. And so then he says, "I don't know. It just everything is difficult. No wonder Chelsea." And she said, "No wonder Chelsea what?" But he didn't tell her what Chelsea had done. He just told her that he wants to be with her. He loves her. And she knows she feels the same way about him. I said, "Adam, get out." And so then we see Chelsea and Nick, and he wishes her a happy Thanksgiving. And he hopes everything goes well for her. And she thanks him for that. Then we see Nick and Daniel. And Nick asks about, he was like, "You going to be in town?" He said yes. And he said, how's Heather and Lucy? And I said, once again, the way he answered that question, oh, Daniel finna stay around for a minute. Then y'all, we go over here to Tucker and excuse me. Then we go and we see Tucker and Jack. Baby, Jack has came over to Tucker's place and he said, "Open up." And Tucker like, so Tucker lets him in. He says, "I'm offering you a 19 years malt or something." And he says, "No, I don't want that." He says, "I know that you're coming after Jabot." And Tucker doesn't say he is, and he doesn't deny it. He says, "You can't come after Jabot when it's me and Ashley." And Tucker tells Jack, "Yeah, it's funny you say that against you and Ashley, because you know that when it's just me and you, you're no match for me." He said, "You're not the most intelligent person in your family." And Jack is like, "I don't deny Ashley's brilliance." But Tucker is pretty much just telling Jack, "I don't care what you know. I don't care if you think I'm coming after your company. I don't care if you think I'm not." He says, I'm rather enjoying you sweat, knowing that if I do try to come after your company, I could, and I can, and I will." And so Jack done ran himself over here to get told off by Tucker. Baby, I am loving me some Tucker. Because he doesn't give a care about no one. What all these people are thinking, doing, saying. Tucker does not give a care. He's gonna be him. He's gonna do what he wants to do. And Jack said, Jabot and you can't have Jabot and Ashley. I said, now Jack, you ain't put it together what he trying to do. But Jack said, no, he hasn't yet. But Tucker was just like, I'm enjoying watching you sweat, so I'm gonna let you sweat it out. I'm not gonna give you an answer if I'm coming after it or not. But just know you're no match for me. I said, all right then. So then Diane goes over to the Abbotts and she just walks her butt on in there. And Ashley said, oh, you don't even knock anymore now. I said, she sure don't, Ashley. And so she said, okay. And so Diane comes in and she and Ashley start talking because Ashley, Diane tells her, I'm an ally for you. I could help you. And she says, girl, please, you what would be helpful if you left town and never look back. And Ashley says, I have Kyle and Jack on my no, Diane says, I have Kyle and Jack on my side, whether you like it or not. And Ashley said, girl, Jack is what you have with Jack is waning on him. Like he's tired of there always being little fires to put out with you. And she said, and it's sad because Kyle is gonna see you for who you are. All these lies and everything that you constantly tell, they're going to become aware of that and they're gonna get sick of it. And so Diane was like, you know, she was telling Ashley that Tucker's just using you. He wants Jabot. And Ashley said, Jack told me. I know all about that. She said, but you should be more worried about Jeremy Starks. And Diane told Ashley, oh my gosh, I am Kyle's mother. I'm Harrison's grandmother. I'm Summer's mother-in-law. Like all these people are in danger if Jeremy comes after me. And Ashley was like, oh, so you gonna use a child? You really gonna use a child to try to get people not to come for you or to try to cover for all the wrong you've done. She said, you the one who put Jeremy in prison. And now if he comes after you, that's on you. So stop trying to use Harrison and Kyle and everyone to try to get the Abbotts to protect you. And she said, Jack is on my side or whatever. And then Jack comes in and he says, I just had a conversation with Tucker, Ashley, and I think we would be wise to be leery of him and take Diane's advice. Of course you would, Jack. Of course you would. You just don't want Tucker coming for your company because he gonna take it. That's the problem here. I said, I think Tucker plan might work. It just might work because Tucker doesn't seem to he gives zero cares about anything. And so Ashley was like, Jack, you don't see anything that Diane is doing. And Diane said, if you want to protect yourself or you want to end with Tucker, then you need to heed what I'm saying and you need me to tell you. And I just said, baby, Diane, I don't believe anything that comes out of your mouth. I'm like Ashley, I don't believe anything that comes out of your mouth. And all these people keep getting in my comments telling me Diane hasn't done anything. I don't care. She has to me. all she's done since we first saw her with Allie, she came back onto the storyline with a lie. And that's all she's been doing is lying and lying and lying. And if you want to believe that she is completely innocent and what happened with Jeremy, that's on you, but I will not. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night. I will see you tomorrow for the final episode of the week. Goodbye. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Goodbye.